Good morning, everybody. Man, Merry Christmas. It's December the 20th. We are 20 or 25 days away from Christmas. It is December the 20th, a beautiful Friday. All right, what are we going to talk about today? ACA Medicare. Is ACA and Medicare dead? Can we still write business? Well, yes, we can write a lot of business out there. Okay. We've got a lot of exciting things happening. So as I wait for people to come join us, well, you know what? They'll join us when they join us. Okay. But you guys are checking out my stuff. Let's get going. All right. So number one, let's talk about Medicare. Is Medicare kind of dead at this point? And normally I would say it is. Medicare is kind of dead at this point. You can kind of relax. Okay. But here is, let me find my email here that I received. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. And let's talk about Medicare and what we can do. Okay, give me 1 minute. I'm pulling this up here. Come on. Should have had it ready. Okay. Come on. So many emails. All right, let's go here. All right, so what can we do for Medicare at this point? And guys, please comment, ask me any questions. I'd love to help. All right, what can we do post AEP retention? So let's talk about retention number one. You should be calling every client. Okay, every client that you enroll during AEP should be getting a phone call from you. Hey, Mrs. Jones, Merry Christmas. How you doing? Glad you're doing well, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Mrs. Jones, you get your cards from the carrier. We enrolled you in, great. Though you didn't, should be coming soon. Maybe follow up. Make sure that that plan was approved that you wrote. Okay, I've gotten calls from agents that are part of my downline that they realized something went wrong and the policy didn't go through. Not a good thing. Okay, so double check. Okay, assuming everything went through. Mrs. Jones, hey, by the way, you got any questions on your plan? Hey, remember, you need to let your PCP, your primary care physician, know you got a new plan, because you don't want them billing the old plan and then you're going to get a bill when the old plan doesn't pay. And now it creates a little bit of turmoil and the client, the senior may not be happy. So tell Mrs. Jones, hey, would you please, when you go to your doctor, let them know that you now have a new plan. Okay, Mrs. Jones, you got any questions on your plan? Hey, Mrs. Jones, do you remember? Okay, you got a hospital copay, an ER copay, and an ambulance copay. Okay, now we go into post AEP cross-selling. Mrs. Jones, remember hospital indemnity. Do you have an indemnity plan, Mrs. Jones? Oh, you don't. Well, most of my clients do. I love using Heartland. Okay. All right. Get in here and I'm going to share Heartland with you here real quick, just so that you can see how it works. Okay, here we go. Okay, Mrs. Jones. And this is how quick. I'm going to show you how once you log in, and I love using Heartland National, but you can use whatever carrier you prefer. Okay, so here's a quickie on it. I mean, this is so quick, so easy to do. It brings in some extra revenue to you, but in addition to that, it's covering the senior. It's not just about revenue for you. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. Here we go. Bam, we're here. We're gonna put Mrs. Jones on here. We're going to put her date of birth. Okay. And let's say she has an HMO with me. It's $75 a day for 5 days. I don't have 75. I'm going to do 100, 5 days. She lives here in Texas and she's married. Boom, done, over with. $8 a month. But I forgot to add the ambulance. Let's get the ambulance in there. Mrs. Jones, I got that $75 covered. In fact, you're going to make an extra 25. I got your ER covered for 150. And the ambulance, at least in my area, it's about 260. Can't cover it all, but I can cover 200. Boom. Explain it. Oh, this is so awesome, Mrs. Jones. Hey, by the way, remember. Okay, and that may sound like a broken record, but a lot of you guys aren't doing this. Hey, Mrs. Jones, your cancer, therapeutic radiation. It's a copay co-insurance up to the maximum amount of pocket, blah, blah, blah. Hey, let's sell you a $10,000 cancer plan. Mrs. Jones, if you're diagnosed with a cancer plan, life-threatening cancer, Mrs. Jones, we're going to write you a check for $10,000. Okay, you use it to pay your bills, meet your maximum out of pocket, the The anti-nausea medications were expensive. Everything you've got an extra 10K. What do you think? 40 bucks. Well, all I need at this point is your routing number and account number. And then some underwriting questions. Just knock it out, guys. Knock it out. And then finally, guys, we're having a banner year this year. Just qualified for $1 Million Roundtable. It's a life insurance industry award. Never done it, but we finally put a little more focus into life insurance. So Mrs. Jones, we're so glad that you got this and this and this. But as far as I know, you're missing one policy that is so important, Mrs. Jones. And this is where you're going to step into this thing and you're going to really shine. Mrs. Jones, do you? And Don, I just saw your message here. Good morning. Mrs. Jones, do you have a final expense policy? A little something that when you pass, you're going to be a little money there for your kids to bury you or cremate you, whatever you wish. Why not? Why do you want to burden your kids? Let's do a little something and go run them a quote with your favorite final expense carrier. Boom. What's the worst thing that can happen? I already got that taken care of. Oh, you do. You know what? I'm going to make a note of that because I get a call, as your Medicare agent, I get a call a lot from when this happens, they usually call me because they can't find out who your life agent is. Okay. So who do you have it with again? Oh, with this carrier. Okay. All right. And how much death benefit do you have? If you die, how much is the check they're going to write? 10,000. Okay. And how much are you paying for that? Boom. You take your data and now you start thinking, can I beat that? Okay. If they took it out years ago, probably not. But if they took it out recently, you might be able to beat it with another carrier. Okay. Also, maybe there's a lot of dumb, agents out there, and they will actually write a graded policy, not a day one coverage type of policy. They will go out there and they'll write, because they don't have a lot of carriers, or maybe they don't know. They will go out there and they'll write a 2-year wait policy. You got to research, okay? Find out what they've got, okay? And if they've got a 2-year policy, 2-year wait policy, which means if they die within those 2 years, they get nothing back except the premium and a little bit of interest, okay? Then maybe you can come in there with day one coverage and then you can destroy that policy. All right? How cool is that, guys? That's my Medicare deal. Oh, and then that's my retention stuff and my cross-selling. Now, as far as selling, you can still sell right now. You can. How can you sell? Well, you have to use special elections. So number one, and I think I did this last week. I can't remember. Maybe I'm getting old, but you can utilize these are the 4, and they're not in any order of like how often they've been used. Number one, you can use the move or the relocation SCP. They have to change zip codes. They can't go from apartment A to apartment B. Okay. Number 2, if you have a 5-star, utilize that. The one that is very popular right now to use is a disaster. I have got this for you guys. I have a Excel with all the disasters across the country, by state, by county. If you want them, please send me an email and I will be glad to share them. I am posting my email right now. And guys, I do get a lot of emails. So tell me, Luis, can you share the disaster Excel with me? And I'll just send it your way. Okay. And then the 4th one, and there is a 5th one. I can't believe I missed this one, but the 4th one is going to be service area reductions. If a client was crosswalked from this plan to that plan, doesn't work. But if the area was reduced and they got nothing for them, then you can use service area reduction, SAR, as a special election to put them into a plan. Okay. And then the 5th one, and an agent had to hit me up with this because I forgot. What about chronic? I guess you can use chronic. Sure, why not? They got a specific chronic condition that qualifies for that chronic plan. Nail it. All right. Luis Garza, good question here. Let's look at his question. Hey, Luis. We're both Luises, okay? So don't get confused. He's not asking himself the same question. Hey, Luis, do we need to collect a credit card for a $0 binder premium? Negative, you do not. If it's Medicare and you're doing an app, you still have to choose a payment method. I just go with Social Security. Okay, click it, do my thing. If it's ACA, a $0 premium, don't do anything. Okay, so as far as I know, and I got a bunch of zeros, I've never collected payment information and I've been just fine. Okie dokie. Let's continue. All right, that is my Medicare issue or my Medicare side of the things. Heidi, Fide, these are the new rules going next year. Yesterday, I got, come on, I know I got it yesterday. Here we go. I got a, no, I did not. Oh, no, I do. I got a Heidi and Fide, and it's opening up right now, list. Come on, open up, baby. Why is it not open? Give me 1 minute. Thing's trying to work. There we go. Now it's opening. I got a Heidi Fide list. Now, I don't know everything about Heidi and Fide. This is something brand new. So we're going to start training on Heidi and Fide soon. But from what I know, the little that I know is that next year, if you're going to use a dual plan as the election, you're going to have to align the Medicaid provider to the MAPD plan. So if their Medicaid is administered by United, you're going to have to write a United plan. If it's administered by Molina, you're going to have to write a Molina plan. They have to be aligned. Okay, that's what I know. Okay, I don't know a lot, but we're going to have training on that. I haven't focused on it yet. I'll worry about it next week after Christmas, Monday and Tuesday before the year starts. That's when training is going to kick off. Okay, so let me see what I've got here for you. I have an Excel that I can share with you. Give me 1 minute. Where is Texas? Hold on. I'm looking for Texas, guys. Hold up here. Oh, come on. Really? We don't have a Texas? I've got a list here of, hold on. Wow, Tennessee. How come I didn't see Texas up here? It went straight from Virginia to Tennessee. What in the world happened to Texas? So I don't have, wow, no, this is not what I was looking for. So what I was trying to find is per county or at least per state, who were the Medicaid administrators? And I don't have that list, but I'll get it. I'll get it from our upline and I'll share it with you. I don't know who it is, but we'll roll with that. Okay, but just be aware of that, guys. Okay. Kelby, man, or Kelby, I don't know the gender. It's my fault. But hey, thank you. Hey, the ACA SmartBook is the best. So what is the SmartBook? Guys, I know a lot about ACA, okay? But I go to my this is a reference manual, and I'll share this with you guys, okay? I am going to share what I have done in the SmartBooks. If you do not have the SmartBooks, why don't you get one? So many questions could get answered for you in that SmartBook. Okay, so I'm pulling up the ACA SmartBook. Okay. Share screen. Let's see here. Window. Here we go. Okay, you are looking at the ACA SmartBook. Not going to give it away, but I'm going to share what I have on there. I have got the federal poverty level. This is gold for me. I mean, you got to use it. I have the income guidelines, household guidelines, immigration, and ACA. So big news right now. I should have mentioned it. We had DACA. They took it away. And I think on Monday, there was a stay on that where they took it away, whatever. But bottom line is we got DACA back. Okay, so we're back to business as usual. If one of your clients is a DACA recipient, you can write them an ACA plan now. Okay, I got the special enrollments. Okay, I got the glitch stuff. Okay, I got your supplemental insurance options, everything you should be offering your ACA people right now. Okay, now I love Emeritus and I love Allstate. I just stick with those. You can use whatever heck dental plan you want to use or indemnity plan. If you want to use Emeritus and Allstate and you don't have it, email me and I'll get you that. I have my intake forms and I have the consent. Okay, and it's all here for you. So guys, if you would like to purchase the SmartBook, I'm going to put the link on there. I have an ACA SmartBook in English and Spanish, and I've got the Medicare SmartBook in English and Spanish. Okay, so if you want to go buy, guys, I do put a lot of work into it. All right, and I try to keep it updated with the latest and greatest information. So if you do want it, I am going to put the link here for you. Go and get it, guys. It's freaking $99. I mean, sometimes time is money, and you having to go research all the stuff when it's there in the SmartBook. It's a PDF. Save it to your desktop. Put it in, and it's yours. Okay, boom. So, Kelby, thank you. I appreciate that comment. Okay, Luis Garza, let's go back. Also, I have an ACA prospect who is disabled with cerebral palsy, and she gets SSI. Does that qualify? So, Luis, man, did you check in the SmartBook? That would be my question. If you didn't, why don't you have the SmartBook? Because again, you could have self-answered this question. Okay, so we're going to see this live right now. Okay, so all right, let's go back to the SmartBook. I closed the SmartBook. Hold on here. Okay, so now you guys are going to see this live. Like, hey, how can I answer my own questions? Go to the SmartBook. $99, Luis. Come on, man. Go buy the SmartBook. Okay, all right. So let's go income. What to include as income, page 4. All right, so let's kind of look in here. Oh, look, man, it's right there for you. Social Security, exclude SSI. There we go. Man, right there. All for you. Okay, Luis, man, go buy the SmartBook, man. Don't cheap out on me. $99. Okay, it's a great resource. Okay, in my area, it must also be specific. So yes, what I do, guys, is Medicaid for the SmartBooks. I think that's what you're talking about. Maybe, maybe not. But I make that page editable because the numbers for Medicaid are specific to every state. So if you're using my Medicare SmartBook, I have in there Texas numbers. If you're in another state and your numbers are different, you can go edit that page and make them your numbers. I don't have the time, resources, or even the know-how to go check 50 state Medicaid numbers and put them out there. Just, man, can't do it. I hope that's what you're talking about, okay? If not, I don't know what you're talking about. Rephrase your question for me, please. All right. Yes, gotcha. Sorry, Kelby. All right, we're rocking, man. We're rocking. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So, Luis, ask me your question again. If hopefully I answered. So, SSI ultimately does not qualify as income. It's not taxable. All right, let's rock and roll. Data is amazing, man. I don't know how to answer your question, and that plays Q and bleed, not Q. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. So, yes, I screwed up. And I was able to catch this. I had made a video for you guys. Double check your underwriting where your applications are with every carrier and make sure everything is approved. Okay, I wrote somebody who had QMB. Mistakenly, I put them into this plan that only takes QMB plus and SLMB plus. I just, things happen. I got too many things going on at the same time. I caught it. Oops. All right. It got declined. Had I not caught it, I would have been screwed. But I did take my own advice. I checked my underwriting. I saw it. Like, oh, I called what happened. You put them in the wrong plan. Okay, boom. Got a hold of my insured. Hey, can you come back to my office? I made a mistake. But come on. Like, sure. They came back. Boom. I had them here. Otherwise, I would have to do a face-to-face and a recording and do the whole darn thing. I didn't want to do that. So they came in here and I'm like, look, it takes you 5 minutes. Okay. And I ran over the summary benefits and I had done everything the right way. I just enrolled them in the wrong plan. Okay. I wish at least United, when you're choosing plans, if they had duals, they put them all on duals. If you do chronics, they do chronics and the regular ones. But no, they're all mixed up in there. In there, I don't even know if they're alphabetical. I don't know what system they're using to put them in order. But I just made that mistake. I fixed it. Next day, it went through. We're good. I'm happy. They're happy. No issues. We were rocking. All right. ACA, guys, we just crossed 1,200 hits. It's slowing down. It'll probably be super slow to the end of the year. Then January, it will pick up. Now, nothing like December 15th. Nothing like that. Okay. It will pick up. We'll add another 500 or 600, which is really, really cool. But, and profitable. But it's not like the first part of the ACA OEP. So keep on writing, guys. We're actually at 1,210 heads written so far. ACA, my agent CRM, is working beautifully in the collection of the consent forms and the confirmations. So really, really cool. All right, let's go to data is amazing again. I was commenting on duals only moving to an aligned plan with Medicaid. In my area, there's one UHC plan allowed for a move and they take QMB, so it's limited. Well, that sucks. What happens if you have a QMB and not a QMB plus? You can't help them? Wow, that definitely is not a good thing for you. Here we have the QMB plus SLMB plus that Medicaid plan, and then we have the one that accepts just QMB. Maybe there's some look-alike plans that you could put them in. Got to do your research with all the carriers. What I would do is start reaching out to your local reps. Hey, what are we going to do? When is your Heidi and Fide training going to be? Because they're going to have an answer to this. If United can only take QMB plus, we need to ask that local rep, what are we going to do with all the QMBs? Where are they going to go? And then go to your other carrier, Humana, all your other ones, and see what the game plan is. So that way you're ready going 2025. That's going to be a very specific concern to the area that you're in. Yeah, but definitely talk to your rep. All right, guys, I don't have very much. I got a lot of stuff to do. You guys got some final questions, but pretty easy going. It is a little slow. I'm relaxing, trying to enjoy the holidays, trying to get into the best of spirit. But 5 more days. All right. I don't see any more posts. Guys, thank you for being on here today. I appreciate it. Hopefully it was a little bit helpful. Do me a favor, guys. Okay, I got 2 things for you guys that, yes, Kelby, I can definitely send you the link for Agent CRM. Okay. Let me grab that for you here. No, that's not what I want. Come on. Here we go. So if you decide to use my link for Agent CRM, it's the same price as if you went direct to them. Here's the key. You get all of my workflows. And then what I'm going to start doing for everybody that's aligned to me for Agent CRM is I am going to do some masterminds, because I do get this from agents. Man, I don't know how to customize this or use this. How are you guys doing it? You can talk to the nerds at Agent CRM. They are nerds. They're techie kind of people. Okay. But they don't speak our language, our insurance language, our normal people, non-nerds language. So I'm going to be showing you guys what we do with the CRM. That way you can become more familiar with it. And there's some AI stuff. Oh, I did want to show some AI stuff. And I don't know about you guys, but I am using the heck out of AI. So I'm going to show you this. Let's see here. I did this. I went to go have, oh, here we go. So I'm going to show you. So I got asked to go speak at a district meeting for a bunch of farmers agents yesterday. And reason they asked me to go speak is because we normally write between 40 to 60 policies a year. Respectable, at least in the P&C community. Okay. Not those life guys. Those life guys, that's nothing. And it is nothing compared. That's all those guys are doing. But in our P&C community, writing 40, 50, 60, very, very respectable. Now, we're at 132, 136 policies right now for the whole year. Again, we qualified for $1 Million Roundtable, which is a life insurance award. There's a lot of things that we qualified for. And here's what's super cool about this thing is, so I went to go talk to them, and I asked the agents that were in the room, can you guys afford an assistant to bounce off ideas off? And they're like, no. I'm like, I can't either. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to spend $2,500 as an assistant. So I'm like, how about either free or maybe $20 a month? Can you guys cough that up? And they were like, yeah. Here's what I've got for you. Okay. Come on, present. Okay, look at this. So you are seeing Chat GPT 4.0. Okay, it is AI. It is the AI as far as I know. Okay, and there's Copilot. There's a whole bunch of other ones out there, but I think they're all the same. I think. Okay. I asked Chat GPT this. I am a farmer's insurance agent. I want to sell more life insurance to my clients. Give me ideas that I can share with my staff, like scripts and talking points when they are handling service calls. I also want examples of Facebook posts that would create engagement with my followers. Boom. I could hire an assistant and have this beautiful assistant. Hey, assistant, man, this is what I want to do. What do you think? What can we do? Okay, I'm paying for my assistant. Very expensive. No. I don't want to waste money on that assistant. So this one gave me the scripts and talking points for service calls, during policy reviews, when addressing some life events, handling objections, boom, closing the call. Okay. Facebook post examples to create engagement. What would you do to protect if something happened to you? Life insurance is a gift of love that lasts a lifetime. Include a picture of a family or a heartwarming image. Okay, testimony, interactive post, educational post, an engaging question, tips for your staff. And then I asked it, give me some sample posts with ideas for images that I can use. So it says post love and legacy. Here's the caption. Life insurance isn't just a policy. It's a promise to protect the people you love the most. Secure their future today. Let's talk about how affordable this is. And you put an in, it gives you an idea. Here's another one. The cost of a cup of coffee. Okay. What's more important to you when it comes to life insurance? You want to protect your mortgage, funding your kids' education, leaving a legacy. How cool. Myth busting life insurance. Think it's too expensive? Think again. Protecting your family, $15 a month or less. Okay. Post real life. No one likes to think about the unexpected, but preparing for it is the ultimate act of love. Let's create a plan that ensures your family is protected. Start today. Okay. I mean, it gives me something to go on. So I've got 8 examples here, and I can post one every single day. Okay. So if you don't have Chat GPT, guys, you can get away with the free version. You don't have to pay $20. I'm paying $20. And the reason was because I use it so much that I got timed down on the free version. Okay. You don't get more, at least I don't think you get more with the paid version as far as its capabilities, but I never get timed down. So that's why I did it. but I use it for replying to emails. I use it when I have an idea. I'm like, hey, how would I do this? I use it for my Google reviews because I don't want to sit there and type it all out. So consider, guys, embracing a little bit of tech and using Chat GPT. It's pretty cool. Or some other AI tool. There's a lot of them out there. I've heard of Gemini. I've heard of Copilot. I think Copilot is Microsoft's version of it. Apple is partnering up with Chat GPT, where you can tell Siri to use Chat GPT. I have it on my phone, but when I open up my phone, I've got the little Chat GPT here. So when I'm in the car, I'm out wherever, that's what it looks like. Come on, focus. See, I got to get it next to me. You see it? It's right there. So I can just click it, and it opens up just like I had it on my computer, and I could just tell it, okay? And, now it will just tell it whatever, and it will make me whatever I want. I love it. I mean, it is like having an incredible freaking assistant. And what assistant can you get away with paying them $20 a month? All right. Jay Nova, congrats, man. I've been using agents myself and saved me from a lying customer. Beautiful. Hell yeah. So remember, customers do lie, shockingly. Okay. I always tell agents, these customers, they're super friendly until, they are going to lose some money, $1, whatever. They will throw you under the bus. Okay. So yes, you have got to utilize the features of the CRM. And remember, the CRM, guys, is just a communicator. That's all it is. It allows you to communicate via email, text, or a phone call. If you call from there to record it for you, it allows you to do all that and have proof. So when a customer says, Jay Nova, you suck. Man, you did not do this. And you're like, that's not what you told me. Look, I got proof. You told me this, or maybe they told you to do something and now they're regretting it and they're accusing you. Why did you do that? I had that happen. Okay. And that was on the P&C. They told us, hey, can you remove this coverage? And we did. And then over the weekend, they needed to utilize that coverage and that claim was denied. And they said, I never told you guys. And there it was, clear as day, written out, please remove this coverage. And we're like, perfect, we will make this happen for you. So yes, customers do lie, shockingly. Man, I'm so glad that it saved you from a lying customer. It really sets them right, because you can go on and say, look, Mr. Customer, on December the 2nd at 10:01 a.m., I have this recorded. You told me this or whatever. And literally it shuts them up, because they think most agents are not that organized, and they think they can screw you over so that they can save their butts. It happens a lot. So I'm super glad, man. Super, super glad that happened, that it allowed you there. Gotta have it, guys. For E&O purposes, it is a huge, huge must. All right, I do have to roll. Thank you so much for being on today's meeting, YouTube Live. I appreciate it. I always have a last. Guys, one thing, if you all would like, some of you agents are with me. A lot of you guys are not. But if you're out there on an island all by yourself, okay, and you'd like to come join a community of ACA and Medicare agents, okay, all right, I created the community. Okay, this is what it looks like, guys. Okay, so on here, it allows you to go on there and make posts, talk, ask questions. Here's what we do. A lot of the stuff that we do, we get a lot of the members asking us, hey, I've got this quote. Can you help me? Can you quote it for me? What would you do? Yes. Okay. You can do these quote submissions and we'll help you, ACA or Medicare. Okay. I do a weekly mastermind. After AEP and OP, I was thinking about going to monthly, but I really like my weeklies to keep you guys engaged. So we may do weeklies all the time. Okay. We help you with our ad templates, stuff that we're utilizing. Okay. All the AI stuff that I'm learning, I'm sharing with you guys. I'm bringing in some pros, financial pros, tax pros, business planning pros to come talk to you because, yes, we sell insurance, but we're also business owners. Okay. So we need to make sure that we effectively manage our business. Otherwise, we're just going to keep working and never build an empire. Okay. Lead gen, we're going to share everything that we're doing for lead gen. We're going to have carrier specific training for you guys. I'm going to bring those reps from those carriers to come talk to the agents here. Okay. When it comes time to compliance, we're going to give you everything that we're doing to remain compliant. And then when it comes to recertifying every year, man, we're going to have some resources to make it easy for you. Okay. And then I love doing workshops on cross-selling because that's where all the extra money comes in. So we'll be doing a lot of that. And then if we have any tech tools that we're utilizing, I'm going to try my hardest to get them to discount it for us. So those will be going your way. Okay. All right. So again, guys, thank you for being on today's YouTube. You all have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you guys the following Friday.